Hi everyone, I am Kat LASERAS and we are the Group 4. So, for today's video, we are going to demonstrate the different locations of our pulses. Without further ado, let's get started.
Hi everyone, my name is LIWANAG and today let's talk about temporal pulse. The temporal pulse is palpated on the temple directly in front of the ear with the index finger. Why would you take a temporal pulse? Feeling a pulse through the temporal artery can signal a malformation in the blood vessel, though this is rare. Is temporal pulse normal? The pulse you feel in your temples is normal and comes from your superficial temporal artery, which is branch of your external carotid artery. And when you are assessing the pulse, you will be looking at a few things. One thing will be the rate, how fast it is along with the strength, and you will be graded it on a scale 0 to 3. With 0 is absent, 1 plus is weak, 2 plus is normal, and 3 plus is bounding. So you need to find the tragus, which this one, and the zygomatic arc found above your cheek. So pulse side is where this X is located. With the use of index finger, pulse rhythm if it is regular or irregular, and as you feel in the pulse, you will be feeling bilaterally to see if they're equal and to find this aura.
Hello everyone, my name is INFIESTO and I will demonstrate how to get the carotid pulse.
The carotid arteries take oxygenated blood from the heart to the brain. The pulse from the carotids may be felt on either side of the front of the neck, just below the angle of the jaw. This rhythmic beat is caused by varying volumes of blood being pushed out of the heart towards the extremities. To check the pulse over the carotid artery, place your index and middle fingers on your patient's neck to the side of their windpipe. When you feel a pulse, look at your watch and count the number of beats in 15 seconds. Though, you have to be careful when taking pulses in this area since it might trigger heart slowing or heart stoppage along with a drop in blood pressure. Doing it unknowingly or when alone can be dangerous.
Hi, I'm Gurrea from Section 11B. In this clip, I will show you on how to assess apical pulse. First, you have to sanitize your stethoscope. Also, don't forget to sanitize your hands. A stethoscope is used to measure the apical pulse. A clock or a wristwatch with seconds is also needed. Position your client in a supine or in a seated position. Physically palpate the intercostal spaces to locate the landmark of the apical pulse. In adults, the apical pulse is located at the 5th intercostal space at the left midclavicular line. Next, count the apical pulse for 1 minute. Note the rate and rhythm.
Hi everyone, I am Kat LASERAS and I am going to demonstrate on how to properly locate your brachial pulse point. But before we proceed, I will give you a brief description about this pulse point. So this is a major artery in our upper arm that divides into the radial and the ulnar artery. And this site is commonly used to measure our blood pressure and as a pulse check site on an infant during a CPR. To easily find the pulse, we need to extend the arm of the patient and have the palms facing upward. We need to find the area of the antecubital fossa, which is located on the anterior part of the elbow. we are going to use our middle and index finger, and we are going to press it in this location in order to easily locate the pulse point. Afterwards, I am going to use my stethoscope for me to be able to hear the sounds of each heartbeat. And that's all for the brachial pulse location.
Again, I'm back and I will demonstrate how to get the radial pulse.
The arteries are the vessels with the pulse, a rhythmic pushing of the blood in the heart followed by a refilling of the heart chamber. To determine heart rate using the radial pulse, one counts the beat at a pulse point like the inside of the wrist for 10 seconds and multiply this number by 6. The radial pulse can be taken on either wrist of the patient. Use the tip of your index and third finger to feel the pulse in the radial artery between the wrist bone and the tendon on the thumb side of the wrist. Apply enough pressure so you can feel each beat.
Hi everyone, this is FUERTES, and in this part of the video, I'm gonna demonstrate on how to find the popliteal pulse point. So we're gonna find the popliteal pulse site. This comes off from the femoral artery and is located behind the knee. In these areas right here. To find this pulse point, you're gonna flex the knee and you're gonna tie both of your hands, put them behind the knee, and you will find it at about the middle area of the popliteal fossa, which is a diamond shaped hidden area behind the knee. And this artery is pretty deep, so helping to bend the knee will help you find that artery.
Good day everybody, I am IBONES, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing in Section 11B from Group 4. And for the next video, I'll be the one to show you in how are we going to identify the pulse rate in the part of dorsalis pedis. So what is dorsalis pedis? It is also known as the dorsal artery of the foot. This is the blood vessels of the lower limb that carries oxygenated blood to the dorsal surface of the foot. It arises at the anterior aspect of the ankle joint and is a continuation of the anterior tibial artery.
The dorsalis pedis pulse is palpable on the dorsum of the foot in the first intermetatarsal space just lateral to the extensor tendon of the great toe.
Hello everyone, I'm MACAPALA, a first-year nursing student of Section 11B, and I'm going to be talking about posterior tibial pulse. First, in order for us to feel the posterior tibial pulse, we need to find first the medial malleolus, which is the little bump bone on the medial side of the foot. And feel just posterior to that, behind the medial malleolus, and you're going to be able to feel the posterior tibial pulse.